Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. And here we are in the forest of assemblers. And I have moved since, we were streaming last night. I did a little bit of work in the lunch break. Yep. Not anything to do with our factory here, of course. We're leaving that for the actual stream. But what I have done is just wandered around, hooked up some incomes, so to speak. Basically some more iron. So if we just go to the map view, we've got this little place down at the bottom here doing some more iron. We've got this place here all hooked up now and smelting us some more iron bars. And we also have, where is it? We had some more magnets somewhere. I know I've got magnets. We made some more magnets somewhere as well. Yeah, I can't remember where I put that now. Not even sure how I can't remember. I was just doing this. Oh god, my memory's going. My memory's going. Ah, magnets down here. There we are, off to the bottom right of the factory. We've got some more magnet income because this is going to take a lot. Now I haven't finished off this or belted it off to a planetary station yet because I think I can actually probably just run it straight into the factory. It's that close rather than bothering with transport. This one down here I am transporting it because I don't want to run, belts up here then make it go back down around down again. Now the other thing that I did in my break was I went and got some supplies, which was a bit tedious. To be honest, trying to get back home on graphite alone. Very low power. But I also picked up the last of my tier 2 belts. Now, I'm out of green motors at my main home base. Not out, but we're limping along very slowly making anything. So it's really important that we do get these green motors finished and exported to the main planet. So this factory is desperately needed. This is definitely the time that I needed to create this. Okay, so where we left off, we're making 2 full lines of our green motors. Now to do 2 full lines, we need an awful lot of yellow motors. In fact, this many, I think it was 96 was the count in the end. We've put down our cog factories, and then we're moving on to make our magnetic coils. So for the coils, we're going to need a few things. And we need to work out how many coils we need specifically, right? So we have 96 of these guys, right? When we produce coils though, we produce 2 a second. So one factory is 2 a second. So to fill up this 96, then every 2 seconds we need 1, which means that it's halved and halved again. So we're going down to 48 and then we're going down to 24. I believe. So if I make 24 of these, then I'll be making 48 a second. Does that make sense? And then double that, it gives us our 96. Yeah, it does. Alright, so 24 of these. So it's actually just a single row. I think it's just a single row because these are rows of 12, right? Yep, it is. Okay. So we'll grab our assemblers and let's think this out, right? So we're gonna need at least a gap of that. I'm actually gonna do an extra gap, and the reason I'm gonna do that extra gap is because I think I'm gonna need 2 output lines on these, or rather I'm gonna have an output line and then another one, because it'll produce so much. Because 6 of these will make my 12 a second, which is a full belt. So without using stackers, which I could start producing, but I haven't yet. So without using them, I'm going to need to set that up properly. And each 6 of these will be a belt going out into the world and ending up in these guys. Alright, so these guys will produce everything I need. Now in terms of the belting, let's set this up right. So we're going to go output like that, and then we'll have a second output like so, and then we might start moving it around, I'm not sure yet. Just setting up the basics here. And then we'll go output like that, and then our second output like so, and then it can wander off as it needs to. Now, to make all these things, we need some, of course, inputs. Specifically, we're going to need 2 magnets a second. So that means our input lines are going to be very similar, right, to my outputs. And then I'm going to have an input line like this, and then another input line like this. Everything's coming in from the left. And we want to keep that pattern going. And then we'll work out the actual wiring a little bit later. That's what I'm hoping will work out. Whether or not that does work out well, I don't know. We'll find out. It's an adventure. Then finally we need the copper. Now the copper can actually just be a single row coming in for each kind of line here. Like so. And then of course we're going to want to wire them up. Now I will need more of these too. So what I'm neglecting at the moment is that the final product will need some of the electromagnetic turbines too. In fact, it's going to need 1 a second. So because I think I've got 24 of them down there, that means another 12 magnetic coils necessary. Which means another 6 of these, so it's small fry. We'll probably just pluck it off the top. So yeah, really tiny amounts compared to the big picture. And so we'll go in like that, and then out in the middle. Right, and then if we do this... Oh, hang on, we got that right? Yep, 6, good. And then do the same. Yeah, I need a little bit more at the end there. A little bit more. Nice. Cool. And we're getting very close to having this done as well. I mean, if I pushed on for another, I don't know, half hour or so, I probably could have done it last night. But oh well, you know, good to take a break, get some shut-eye. Okay, so there's our magnetic coils done. Fantastic work. We're gonna grab more power and just make sure that these guys are all kind of powered up and happy. Oh, this factory is actually now connected to the grid here as well. So that's a plus. Go. Probably used too many there. Probably don't need you. Alright, so that's all going. Exciting. Very exciting. Very exciting indeed. And then I'm going to need another 6 of these. I think I said. Let's just think this through. Ratios, right? So I'm making how many? 24 factories of these. Is it? Yeah, it has to be 24 because I've got 2 very long rows. Okay, so 24. So every 2 seconds, so let's halve it. So 1 a second, so I'm going to need 24 a second. Is it? No, hang on. Yes, 24 a second. And to produce that, I need 12 of them, I think. Because we're halving it to say... No, we've already halved it. Hang on. Alright. 24 a second is the input, right? Our production is 2 every 1 second. So therefore, yeah, another 12. So another full rung just like this one here. Alright. Yeah, geez. I don't know why I didn't think that through. Anyway, and then we'll use a splitter to get it into the right places is going to have to be the way to go. I haven't really thought through how I'm going to split up these to make sure everything will be in its correct sort of rung placey things. I'm going to call this the mag line. Not the mag liner, the mag line. Save. And just grab that and do one more of them. Like so. And off the drones go. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Now, these things all need power, so we'll hook them up to power as well. Apparently I've filled 10 tanks of fluid back at home base now. So things are filling up, probably the hydrogen, I would guess. Maybe something's backing up a little bit there. Alright. We have our inputs. So all we need to do, and I say all, it's going to still be a lot, is wire this up correctly. So I'm going to have all my raw materials coming in here, and I'm going to have the finished product coming back out this way. So that will take some coordination. Should I think this through? Probably not. That's the joy. Alright, so where I'm going to have it come at the end. So let's again start at the end rather than the beginning, because the end is more exciting. Where this is all going to go out to is this particular logistics station here. So it's going to fill up on green motors and then export to my other planets as needed. Now the output for this is going to be very simple, in that we just have a belt running off to the side here. So output 1, in we go, and then output 2, here we go, leaving a little bit of space so I can get some inputs going in there. Alright. So that's the simplest part done of this particular thing. Now the next thing I have is these groups, rows of 12. So I have 4 belts coming out of this one total. So that's what we need to work out and to do here. Now what I was thinking is using the vertical sort of stuff. I haven't really messed around with this too much before, but I really like the idea of actually doing it. And this could actually form blueprints, or proper blueprints, for these sort of constructions, but really tight ones, so I'm not leaving these big gaps. But with this gap, yep, there's a steam achievement again. With this gap, it gives me some room to stuff up, basically. I can make mistakes, and it's not going to be the end of the world because I've got a little bit of gap here. I have less of a gap here, of course. But this is going to be our next output line here, and that's also going to get an output to the end. So we have 4 belts coming out, and we're going to need these to go into here. That's wrong. For a start, got that wrong elsewhere? I don't know. Now, what I could do is make this easier almost. Can it fit? Oh, it can. Oh, hang on. We could just do the sneaky one. I'm gonna need verticality somewhere, but for this one time only deal, we could do the sneaky way here. Because this row can go down and feed this one. And look, I've done it wrong there too. Hopefully that hasn't copied up anywhere. That will be frustrating to fix. And then this one can do this sneaky down like this, up. I'm gonna need some verticality. And it needs to go up sooner. From here to up. Ooh, only one level. Only one level. That gets it total. And down. Ah, it's like I planned it. I mean, of course I planned it. You know, totally planned. Alright, so this one will feed this one, this one will feed this one. Is it going to be enough? Hang on, have I thought this through? I probably haven't. Thinking through. No, hang on. Wait. Wait. How fast do these make? Alright. Like every 2 seconds it's making one. So the reason this is split is, no, oh god. I've nearly made a horrible, horrible mistake here. Because the output is not that fast. Alright, let's think this through. Properly. Let's think it through properly. Right? So, green belts, we're going to need 2 lots. Or 1 a second input. Essentially. This is producing, it must be 12 of them. So 6 a second, 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 6 a second. Okay. Which means 12 a second for an entire line. 24 of them. And I need... Yeah, so it definitely needs to be split. Alright, that makes sense. I have got that right. And then it's going to be 2 rungs of these per one of these. In terms of output. So again, I think if I do this down like so, and then this can go like that. I think that works. And then these two, like so. That should produce a full belt. And then that can get down as far as here. God, I hope I get this right. Then down. Yeah, I didn't get that right. It's okay. Need it to start going up at that point. So, yep, like so. Then down, like so, then across. Alright. Now, because I'm hooking this up in reverse, I'll have all my hookups done. So I can't stuff it up. So the main point of stuff up is, on this one, is if I need my iron in here. And I was planning on that coming in like a vertical sort of thing. So is that possible? Go up 1. This is an iron rung. go to here. Yeah, so it's going to be a collision course there. But possibly I could get it to go there. Alright, so if we just made a small modification here and made it go like that, and then just put the input a little bit further off here. And that works. Alright. Beautiful. It is beautiful. Fantabulous. Alright, so then we want to hook up the inputs over here. Now, you are going to come off. Out to here. We'll tell you to go up a rung. Get to there and go back down. And then you're going to do the same. Sort of. Just like that. And then on this side, I'm going to go to here, up one level. Get to here and input. And you're going to do the same, just like that instead. Alright, so that will give me my yellow motors into my green motors. And so the upgrade process begins. Excellent. Now, we will also need for these guys my magnets coming in. Why did I say iron? Yeah, so I'm not using iron. My apologies here, people. If you're getting confused, it's for a good reason. Now, so it's going to need to be coming in from at least one step up over here. But I think what I'll do is it's also gonna need to run through splitters. Alright, down on the floor. And we also want an output from this. I like this very industrial sort of music. Right. It's going to go all the way down, right? So let's bring it off to the side and then start kicking it up at least one level. Pick it up a notch. And that will form the basis for our first splitting sort of happening here. Can I do something kind of clever with these splitters maybe? That. Just run it straight in like so. And then go like this. That's magnets in. also want to do. See, this is where the spaghetti begins. Up to there, and then we need to go up, up. Doesn't matter how high we get there, really. As long as we go back down pretty close after. Continue to run this across until it hits there. Oh, it stayed at that height. Oh, no, it didn't. Never mind. Alright, so that's one hookup done. Then we want a second line running down. These rocks are annoying. Like so. And like so. We go. Keep going. Keep going. Alright, till we get to here, and then this is where, again, we're going to need to start making things a little bit messy. Get one of these splitters, tab it up so that it's the right types. Input. And then it's at least going to need to go up like so, then down like so, and then want to start trying to get up to level 3 as soon as possible. Cross like that, and then down a level. And yeah, I think we got that. So I'm not too happy with the messiness of it. It's not amazing. Oh, yep, friends. But it does get all the inputs I need in here. It doesn't make too much of a dog's breakfast of it. What might be more of a problem is how I've set this up. But anyway, so what are we going to need for our motors here? Ah, that's where I was thinking. Okay. Yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. So we're gonna cut that off here and cut it off here and just get rid of that line. And we're gonna make it tall, like. About it going up. Oh, what's happening here too? Oh yeah, that's my thing. My jam. I could floor everything and run it through. Yeah, okay, that'll work. But I need some stuff that will go vertical. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. There will be a way. There we go. Alright. So I know that I'm going to need an iron input down here, and here, and here, and here. And then, yeah, I'm going to need 8 input belts here, because it's These make... Hang on. Yeah, because I've got lines of 12. Lines of 12? Hang on. Hang on. Back up. We have these guys, right? These are gonna, every 2 seconds, I've got 12 of them. Every 2 seconds, it's gonna need 2 iron. So there being 12 of them, it means every, well, it's gonna need one every 6 seconds, right? Alright. Or 6 a second will do this. This iron line, in reality, could have been connected. I mean, I could just make it coal. Oh, what happens if I just do... Can I treat it like a speed bump? Just a little speed bump. Please? Make you go up to here. Yeah, it's no dice. No dice. I would need to do kind of the opposite speed bump. What else do I need for that? Cogs. Magnets. Yeah. Alright. So let's see if we can make this work. Still. Make it go up. Yeah, that's not going to be tall enough. I don't think that can... Oh! It can. Ha! Excellent. Yes, we'll get away with poor planning. We will get away with poor planning, people. It's amazing. Unless I've just really completely mucked this up, and I am going to need to split up this, I don't know. Two rows of 24. Right? Meaning I'm fooling myself. I had it right. I had it right. Should not have doubted me yesterday. Me yesterday was a smart me. Okay, so we have a small problem here. Small. But we will work it out. What we do. Or it's rather why you're watching me struggle with this and possibly you find it entertaining, you sickos. So we're going to switch this around, maybe? Is that going to help us? Probably not. I'm still going to have problems with this one. Am I though? Yes, I am. Still need to get them from A to B, right? So, that is a problem. And yeah, the cogs and magnets could have just been straight runs, whereas the iron needs that extra sort of thing. Now, in my original plan, this would have been fine because I wouldn't have had to do, I wasn't running things just through the middle here. I originally thought of that, that's why there's that kind of gap there. And then I dismissed it as a bad idea, clearly for a good reason, and then I haven't stuck with it. Alright. way I can think to do it is to like stick it in the air. I mean, and by it I mean this real spaghetti around the place. Let's cut these and think it through. Now, I was saying before, how? Oh, I got the ideas. I has it. Okay, so we could do basically to here, and then we start going back down again. And then we're going to start this one going higher a little bit earlier. Maybe just a little bit earlier than that. And use the X tool. Yeah, and then get it to at least here, and then down again, right? So that should mean I should be able to sneak about here, right? Like so, and then get it under, like so. And oh no, that won't work because I want to run these through here. No. Ah, I thought I was being so clever. Maybe I can. Maybe I can still be clever. This is tight. All right. So let's put these down and say these need to run through here. That's going to be my cog, and that's going to be my my magnet inputs, right? So let's pretend that's like that. Now let's also pretend that we have this line running in, and then we need to get it down one level, and then across and across and in like that, right? So what we therefore need to do is raise this line high enough to bump it over there. So we need a 3-fer. And I feel like the sooner this starts, the better, because I'm going to need to repeat this up the line. I'm not sure it's going to work, but it quite possibly could. Right, because these are these two coming down the mountain. So we start it there, and then we tells it to get tolls, pleases, there. Get it down as far as this, right? And then it can start its descent into hell. Not really. Okay. So the other things that I convinced myself I needed to have happen was this and this, and I know about this, so don't panic, people. We will make it work. So we're going to take this little bit here, do this little bit here, and then see if we can get up to 3. No, we can't. Is that? Oh wait, no, that's. I just need a point where basically we can join this line. Nope. Apparently you're really keen on Lost Ark. Ah, but it can. Right, so this is going to go like this. This is going to go like this. I don't know how I'm going to get metal in here. No, that's why it's not gonna work. That's now why it's not gonna work. Alright, hang on. Let's fix up these other lines. Let's plan those out. I mean, there's probably an easier way of doing this now, but I'm stubborn, right? I'm very stubborn. Once I've decided I want to things. There we are. There we are. Let's do that. The spaghetti madness, and here I was saying this. Yeah, this will be a model factory. You know, this will be the right thing to do. Ha 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 ha. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. All right. Really running that like crazy. Okay. So, metal import bars are going to come in along here, and then it's doing its strange snaky thing. So, we're going to repeat that up the line, in that our input is going to go here, it's going to go down here. We'll go down to here, and then I think we can get away with our downput, yep. And then I need to just kind of look in here and go like this, and then go like this, and yep, we have another snaky thing. Then we're going to need to repeat this up again. Oop. Where we're starting off coming in high, go down to 1, get down to 9, get down to 9, and a font strikes again. And then, just for the sake of symmetry, because if we're going to do spaghetti, we might as well do spaghetti consistently. We'll go like this, we'll take it down low, get low, and then in there. Haha! Messy spaghetti. But we did it. Couldn't have done without you people. I'd also like to thank my parents for their support over the years. Alright, so we got that happening. That's good. But where is this metal gonna come from? And this is where we're gonna need our tower of power. Quite possibly a few of them actually, but we're gonna start off with one. There is a limit to how close you can put these guys together, but I'm like feeling this place. Chuck it there. And then any furthers can go up this way. Now, it's going to want iron bars to supply into these. What else do these need? Produce things. Alright. And it is going to be a local demand and remote storage. Now, instantly all these drones are going around to try and fill this up as well. I could give it some drones of its own as well. I may end up doing that as well. But even, you know, the thing just down the road. Really? We couldn't have just run belts. But I want the output belts, right? There is a reason for that sort of particular brand of madness. Okay. So we need them coming in here, and we need 2 belts coming in for each line. So we're going to start out the back, I think. Right, this is going to be iron. And let's just start running it. I want a space to be able to put miners there when I need them. I can mine it off this side. It doesn't need to be terribly efficient. Or quick, I should say. Alright, so that'll be belt 1. And then belt 2 will start running off like this. Alright, so we've got our 2 iron input belts for our first row. Now of course, oh yep, I can run these under, right? These will go straight under this. Like so, and like so. Now we'll bump it up 1, because it needs to. And get to here, and then back down, and input. And these are going to start taking them off the line. Alright, so part 1 done. Then the next thing we're going to do is yoink this up like so. As soon as it passes under, start running it along here. Try and give it the maximum chance of fitting in my cogs or magnet, whatever that line will be. And we'll run it down till here, and it's going to pivot off and join our spaghetti. Alright, so that is 2 iron lines connected, or 1 row connected, if you will. Then we're going to do the exact same thing, but slightly down further range. I'm going to run out of these belts. Crap. That's not good. We will be back at our home base begging for belts soon. Or even if I can just get a partial factory connected up, maybe. That could end up being what we need to do. Now I can run this just straight under this one. And then we will have this guy. So I'm not going to maximize the output on that, so I might as well just start further in. Go like so. Start doing the next level like so. Up, down, and all around. Oh, jeez. Jeepers. I like that, and then connect. Fantastic. Alright, next iron line set up. This is good. Then we're going to have the next one come out like so. Like that. Then it needs to go up at least 1 till it gets to there, and then in. Then the next iron line comes out, comes down, goes under. Goes up. Then up again. Back down 1. Whole problem could have been sorted if I made a few stackers. Alright, and then we just need another 2 belts connecting into this part. Under, across, in, then under, up 1, down the line, belts remaining. Will we do it? Dramatic music. That's it. Thank you, game. Alright, next up is the cogs. That's going to take 2 iron lines per cog Ines as well. Fortunately, I won't have the kind of complicated stuff going on here. Touch wood. So let's hook in the inputs first and then go over the outputs. Now, I'm out of iron lines here. So we will need a second one of these bad boys. You in. Go up to power. You're going to want iron. You're going to be remote storage, local demand. And look, all the things want to come visit you now. Now the reason why I'm using these big ones rather than the small ones is they've got more storage capacity, so it's going to work as a bit of more of a buffer. That's the idea anyway. Look at them all come. It's filling it up pretty much straight away. Yes, we have the surplus, sir. Here you go. Okay. Oh, I've lost my dramatic music. It's just kind of pensive music now. We're gonna take the first iron line off here. And just run it straight in. Yep. Then we're gonna run the second line off. Under. Up. Into it. Run it along. Down. Okay. Third's gonna go in there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, the third's gonna go in there. Alright. Like so. Oh really? This doesn't really need as much iron. Because those magnets aren't going to need iron. Yeah, they're just going to need copper. Alright, so I know that this is also going to require copper, so might as well put it in here as local demand remote storage. And I'm thinking that this will also be my magnet. Sort of local demand remote storage. The other thing I can do a little bit later on is hook these two up. In this space, so I can just run the lines directly into it if I can. Otherwise, it'll just be one of the very small little guys to just do some supplying work. Power's cheap. Alright, but where was I? I need an input, an iron input specifically. So we'll run it from the back here. Because we've got such a run up, just kind of run it over. Down to 50 belts. We're not gonna make it. Not with the belts we have, damn it. Ah, we're coming so close too. I think Maybe we just should try and set it up so it limps along. It's not going to work by... Or we could just go back, see what the time has done. It's been a little bit of time. Maybe it will have done some good things for us. Fill up my tank. Even just a few belts, a couple hundred is all I'm after here. I mean, I've got the Mark 1s, but then I have to go upgrade them. God, what have I created? Alright, so these need... it's such, I'm just gonna mine this out of the way, hang on. Such a horrible looking thing. So my cogs, let's think about my cogs here. 1 to 1, 12 a second, I'm gonna have 4 lines coming out. Did I overproduce on cogs here? Hang on, wait. Something's wrong. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of cogs. Can you proliferate full accumulators, and do they keep their spray after drain? This is no, but have to ask. I don't know if they keep their spray after drain. I would assume so, but I'm not sure if the proliferators would actually give you any kind of extra power. That's a kind of a cool question though, actually, to see if a proliferated battery will charge up extra power, and then when you go to drain it, then it will therefore drain extra power. I'm gonna set that up as an experiment when I head back to base. Yeah, I know you can proliferate the fuel, but I just wasn't sure where you're using whatchamacallits, the energy exchanges to give you power bonuses. That is a good question, Neo. I like it, and I like the thinking, because that could make power exchange really super efficient. So, I think that actually decides for me. I'm going to go find some more belts to be able to finish this. We're going to head back to the main planet, and we can set that up while we're over there. Because I've got some battery charges, and I've got plenty of proliferation going on. But yeah, you can proliferate research, you can proliferate all your fuel rods, etc. I'm not bothering, but why not this? Now I'm just going to leave a little bit of power reserve as well, so I don't bounce off the, well, if I bounce off the planet, I have enough to turn back to it. We're about to find out, buddy. Alright, so what we got? My batteries are over here, I believe, and my fuel, all my belts are in the same direction. Oh man, it's terrible. Terrible. I wonder if anything else has green motors that I can just steal them out of it. I think I just might shut off the production somewhat. But charge batteries. Alright, so we've got a heap here. I'm just going to grab some off the line. We've got 26. Charge batteries, and let's just set up maybe a loop or something here that'll work. Alright, so let's see, there's a proliferation line over here. Or I can grab it off here actually, so we'll just set it up over here. I just need Mark 1s, set this up. Then we want a battery thing and another energy exchanger. Now we want one connected to the power grid and one not. So there we go. You're gonna set to charge and you're gonna set to discharge. And then we're gonna have a charge loop go into the discharger come out, go around, and then come back in. Now, to drain some power from this, because we'll need to be draining something, we're going to use the proliferator. I think you've already suggested that, possibly Neo, but even if you didn't, you made me think of it, so full credit to you. Let's do that like so. No, don't connect me to the grid. Yep, good. Alright, so the only way, this is a closed circuit, it's not connected to the rest of the this is connected to the planet, this is not. We have charged batteries. Actually I probably just want a non-charged battery, right? Let's run up and grab one. I'm gonna need at least one charge just to put some in there. Okay, so we have our non-proliferated accumulator here. So we'll drop one on the line. It's gonna discharge, it's gonna proliferate there. It's gonna accumulate and then start running around. Not running enough power, I don't think, of this. Current power, rated power. Speed up production. Yeah, so if you hover over it, you can, I think, hang on, we'll just grab it and put it in our inventory, that'll tell us. Maybe it didn't. Well, it says that we have power here, so let's try again. Yeah, so we've got the double thing on it. It's really hard to see, but it was there. I think it's lost it after it. So yoink it back out, because normally, right, if you chuck in something into a proliferator, and then when you pick it off the belt here, hey, it just went straight into my inventory. Oh, I need a box. I need a box to stop confusing things. Drop that in. Just want one, right? Normally, you do this into that, and then you pick up a proliferated item, it's marked as proliferated. Yeah, it would have been faster than 6 seconds because it's an empty battery, right? Oh, it's a full battery. So let's try with just an empty battery. So we'll put one in there. It's proliferated, so you can see the charge on it. Yeah, so that took about 6 seconds. And now it's in the discharge phase. Because I'm not using any power, it's kind of hard to, so let's just chuck this down. We'll give it a box. Just a basic belt. And we'll tell it to make something. Grab some copper. And you can, oh no, that won't work. Cogs, there we are. Grab some iron. I didn't even know you could put it inside Icarus. That's... really? Ha! Yeah, if you don't get the empty back, then that would be kind of crappy. Not worth the battery anyway. Better to use deuterium fuel rods. But that was a fun experiment. I liked it. I don't think it's given us any advantage, unfortunately, but yeah, spray them, but it's a waste of resources, I'd say. Tear this down. I know, I'm sorry to be the one who crushing your dreams. Get rid of that. But yeah, otherwise you're stuck with the old method of charging and discharging batteries if you want to fling power all over the place. At the moment my dreams are crushed because this had bugger all belts for me. I've got 200 now. I think I'm just going to have to wear it and suck it up basically. And then just make sure that I have something that's actually importing these, or ready to import these. I don't think I have an international interplanetary terminal made to import these guys. So I think we will put it here. Be local supply and remote demand. And we'll give you some of these. Alright, while I'm here, do I need anything else? Don't need sorters. I don't need anything else. I just really needed belts, but we're not getting any extras. Which sucks, but so be it. We'll just have to deal with the Mark 1s to get it running, and then the influx of green motors will solve our problem. Alright, so let's head back. I mean, we picked up a few, about 150, it's not much. That's kind of the problem, why I'm working on this particular problem at the moment, is just the lack of those green motors. Oh, thanks for the follow as well, Neo, appreciate it. Okay, so if we can finish up the wiring on our factory, even if we're using Mark 1 belts, then that will at least get some green motors happening. And that will secure our supply of the Mark II belts, but also start bumping us up to the Mark III, which require the blue motors. Brace for landing. Okay. Right, where were we? Looking at all the spaghetti and despairing what monstrous creation I've created. Alright, I'm going to use these ones until I run out. I was hooking up inputs, but I want to hook up some outputs now. So we're going to try and get it up to level 3. We can. Good. Yeah, up to here. We'll run this guy down. Then down a level. Maybe here. Down a level again. No, not quite what I was hoping for. And there we go. Alright, one set of cogs set up. And then this guy is going to do basically the same thing. I really should have split this factory properly. But it's okay. We'll deal. No, too high. And then down to here. And to that level. Down one more. And it's okay if it joins a little bit late. And hey, we recovered a belt. That's what I'm reduced to. Clipping off the ends. Alright, I've just made a terrible mistake. Yeah, I did not want to hook that up there. No! I'm gonna clip it there instead. I'm gonna have to run down the line and pick up all those cogs. That's my magnet line. My magnetic coil line. Not the cog line. Oop. Oop, we're running out of time for tonight as well. Man, I was hoping that we could finish this off, but... Look at all these gears. Do we keep going for just a little bit longer? I think so. I would just want to get one of these magnet factories up and running, hook that up, and then we'll get some production going before the end of night. Yep, that's going to happen. It has to happen. Okay, so magnets are going to be coming in here as well as copper. I've very foolishly kind of blocked myself off from very easy access here. But that's fine. We can deal with hard access. Now we've got copper and magnets there. So to deal with this, all we're going to do is do a copper line first. Get it up to level 3. Run it across the top. We should be able to do that. Yep. One down. Then we'll do a magnet line. The same thing at level 3, run it back down, but that's fine, we can just clip it and then... No! That's... What happened? Oh, it just switched it. Really? Did I do that? Or is it just... you go back to copper. You want it to be magnets. The copper on this one. Maybe I bumped the key. Right, so that'll give us magnetic coils. And I know that my input is that one there. least one of them. Up we go. Oh man. Down one. Yep. And then back up. Oh man. That's so messy. Yeah, next time I'm not gonna try and play around with verticality. I'm just gonna do it right. Alright. So that'll start running in my magnetic coils into this particular one here. If I got my math right, 24 of them is just going to need 12 a second, which is what that line should be outputting. Yeah, so it's going to make it all the way to the end here. Like that. It's starting to output some yellow motors. They're running down in here. Why isn't this input? Because that also needs electromagnetic. Oh man. Hang on. Wait. Oh yeah, I just haven't hooked up the inputs. Yeah, so our inputs are here. So we can do similar sort of things there, and we're going to be stuck using Mark 1s now. But this line here. Wait, why isn't that like that? How many, every 1 second. I don't know why these aren't connected up. Surely every second it's going to need 2 magnets. I've got in the magnet net line. See, it was even trying to tell me something. You should have been the magnet line. You should have been the copper line. I think if I just switch it like that, it should actually switch itself over eventually. Yes. We have an excess of copper though. Right. Yeah, because I need 2 magnet lines going in there. Okay, but we're getting distracted. This will be my second magnet line for that. So 1, 2, 3. Like that. Run down to the base level and then like so. Oops, sorry about the mic tap there. And then I'm gonna need magnet line like that. I need a second, copper line like that. And I'll need a second magnet line at least like this. It's not going to be fast enough now, but of course I don't have the belts for it. But it will get things started. Yes. Okay. So we've kind of got it limping along. I'm going to need another tower here to finish this off. I might plonk it a little bit closer. That should hopefully reduce the spaghetti. So the next tower will probably plonk here. Because I will need 3 more input belts for this row here. Oh wait, is that what I've got left? I do! Ah, I know I've got even more actually. I've got some here, of course, getting it in there will be a pain. But with that, we have things kind of working. Kind of, not fully, but kind of. So we have our magnets, supercharged magnets, magnetic coils coming down and going into our green motors. We have our yellow motors being produced, which is great. It's nowhere near capacity, but it is starting to produce a new consistent source of green motors for us, which can be exported from the planet. Now my vessels do need 100% load before they will export as well, so it'll take a while before that actually does do its first load between the two planets, but that's fine. And then what I'll probably do in the next time I stream, which may not be tomorrow night, I'm sorry to say, it might be the weekend at some point instead. We'll fix up these belts, we'll get them all to be proper green belts, and we'll finish off this factory here that will be producing ultimately 24 a second of the green motors, which just seems like tiny amounts really when you consider the scale and the amount of resources and the iron that gets pushed into this. Like, there's huge amounts of resources, and it's just kind of depressing it all ends like this. But what I'll also probably do is I'm going to make half of this into a blueprint, and then when I put it down on other planets, or when I need to expand this out, I can just plonk it down again and not have to worry too much about the spaghetti. I think I'll just take this section, which should supply it a lot better, rather than really what should be happening is I have an input section running down the side here, another input section, rather than having to do all this kind of vertical spaghettiness on the left here, which is, I don't know, it's entertaining, but it's really messing with my head. I want it to be neat, and it's just not. But that's okay. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, folks. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed it, most importantly. And hey, there it go. Was that the first one? No. Come on, first one. Yeah, first one. Someone's, oh, it's not taking off. Someone's coming to collect it. Oh well. Thank you very much for watching. We will continue this series. I really like this game. It's a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you're watching later on YouTube, then if you're feeling particularly fantastic, drop me a like, drop me a subscribe. If you are watching on Twitch, thank you very much for Neo for following today. But if you're also watching a little bit later on Twitch, I would also greatly appreciate the follow if you do like my content. So it helps motivate me to keep going. Anyway, enough of the spiel at the end. Everyone gets sick of it, even me. So I'll catch you in the next episode. Cheers.